Alright, hello and welcome back to another session of the Sominum Files nirvanA Initiative. You guys doing well as always, and my controller isn't plugged in, so gotta do that first. And that did it. Hope. Okay. Alright, are we ready? Alright, yeah, okay. Alright, I guess we'll load in, question mark. Alright, a lot of things happen, right? Well, we'll see here first, before I gather my own thoughts.
You think an ex-con doesn't deserve to be happy?
Who is this?
The SAT, the Special Assault Team.
Date?
That body. My father found it.
That's where it ends off. Alright. Alright, so yeah, we got locked, right? And then we decided to do the other two. Well, we do the branching off paths, right? The first branch off path was from the masked woman, right? Trying to find out who was the A-letter word, right? That described terror. And it was Almighty, right? And then after that, split off path. Then after that, was there another path that splits off? I think between Leon's one, there was two paths that splits off, and both of them went to different routes. Genny and Amame's, and then Kizana's and Leon's. And after that, we've done with that. We're back at the path. Can we see the flowchart now? Yeah, here we go. Yeah, so we've done both paths here, so now we're just after the events of... Maybe after the events? I don't know. I don't know who we are playing. We're not playing as Mizuki. We're in Mama's place. Who's Terror is probably... It's, who is it? Jin Fury? Or Uru... No, Uru is the Thermojig. It's Jin Fury, I believe.
Why would it be Jin? He was the first victim.
Alright. Uru? Tokiko? Mama? Is it Tokiko?
I see. She was involved in the HB case.
I don't think it is. Uru?
But I don't think she did the deed.
Yes, it is Uru. Oh, well, you know.
You got me.
It's Mama.
I wanted to slurp on the juices of young men, which is why I sliced them in half. Oh, come on. There's no way.
Uru? Is it? No. No.
Besides, Komeiji and Chikara are not young. Care to give a more serious answer? Right. Uru. We know he killed at least 3 people.
Did he? I thought Uru was... He got taken away. And then... Alright, maybe, alright, okay, maybe, I don't know, maybe that is correct.
Jin Furuway.
Yeah.
Chikara Horadori. Andy's Komeiji.
Alright.
But why did he kill them?
Okay.
What was his goal?
Kill Jin. But Jin is the offspring of Chikara, right? Chikara and, what's her name? Tokiko, right? Why did Kira? For the anniversary, for revenge. For personal enjoyment? To build schools in Africa? Nothing is that. The nirvanA Initiative, right?
That's right.
Okay.
The nirvanA Initiative. The loony plan to have humans reach moksha. That's why Uru killed the 3 of them. We can put aside the little details for now. The most concerning aspect of the whole thing is the time difference. The left and right sides of the victims were found 6 years apart. Regarding the first victim, The facts are already in. 6 years ago, on February 10th, Jin Furuwei's body fell from the ceiling of Devita. And this year, 5 days ago, also on the 10th, Uru Somizuki's left half was found at the stadium, not Jin's.
Alright, okay, yeah.
Plastic surgery and complete organ transplants. It fooled the investigators into thinking they were the same person.
Alright, maybe I am no, what? I'm so confused. Who? Is it Uru? Was Uru the offspring? I don't think so.
But what about the other victims? Chikara, Komeiji, Tokiko. How do you explain those three?
I don't know. Chikara, probably revenge.
You have good intuition. You might already know.
Okay, after what? Why did it seem like their bodies appeared after 6 years passed? Professor Brown created a time machine? Damn, from Back to the Future. That took way too long. Timeline was not correct. Ryuki and Mizuki were hallucinating. That's a bit cool. Are they? TC purge? You know, that could be the case. Oh, the timeline was not in the correct order. It might be the timeline.
Right.
Okay.
In other words, it's not like that. It's like this.
Oh boy, don't tell me that's the twist, is it?
This is the timeline that you actually experienced.
Is it though? Alright, we're in the... what the fuck does this mean?
The red and blue lines are intertwined, almost like DNA.
Is this the twist?
You started on the red line from the top.
Yeah.
And then followed the blue line, which led you to this point. You've traversed 4 X's.
Have I now? I don't know.
The left side is 6 years ago, and the right side is this year.
Okay, then now that's a bit crazy, right?
To make things easier, we'll call the left side past, and the right side present.
That still doesn't make sense though. No?
In other words, you came here.
Why do we see Mizuki like 6 years in the future then?
Jumping back and forth between past and present, a day at a time, all to end up here. Now do you understand? Chikara's right half was found the night of the 11th, in the past. His left half was found the next morning. Komeiji's right half was found on the 13th. His left half was found the next morning at 6 a.m.
Okay, makes sense.
6 years have passed, and now we're here. In the present, Tokiko's right half was found on February 12th. The next day, a little past midnight, her left half was found in the basement of Horodori Institute.
That's because Mizuki went
Long story
to
short,
investigate.
the left and right halves weren't found 6 years apart. They were all found soon after each other. Nothing supernatural here.
Oh boy, it's actually gonna... The true flow chart. This chart that shows the flow of the story in chronological order. We checked. Okay. Let's start from the top. I'm a bit confused. Exactly, yeah. If my PC dies, it might be because of the heat wave spelled with a 3. Okay. So, I go through here. Okay, this was the thing. But why is Mizuki like... I'm so confused though. Is it? Why is my cursor doing this? Okay, let me read from the top. So, go through here. This is Mizuki. So, Ryuki present 6 years ago. 6 years ago. 6 years ago. And then Mizuki 6 years ago. I don't understand. How is Mizuki gone older? Did he get... No, right? Yes. No. Yes. Yes? I'm so confused. How old is Mizuki now? I'm so confused. Oh, shit. My thing's still on. I guess this is a good segue into why I have this on. indefinitely. Yeah, I've got recently, well not recently, it's been like how many months now? Like what days is it? It's probably like 9 months now. I think I've got dry eyes or blepharitis, whoever. I checked with the opticians. They said there was nothing wrong with my eyes. Thing is, there's these like red lines showing up, you know, just like I think a good way to describe it is like if somebody didn't had like enough sleep, you see those red lines coming out, you know, like how in cartoons, you know, like they're a bit on edge or something like that, or they haven't, like, they look like they haven't got any sleep. But yeah, that I don't know, I still have it for like 9 months now. I've been sleeping all right. But yeah, I'm always on the PC for like hours. You know, first thing I wake up, I'm on the PC. When I go to bed, I'm, you know, just, you know, when I go to bed, I just turn off the PC. And yeah. So basically, you know, I think the reason why I used the breaks again, I did it before, but I did I watched the CS:GO tournament, the finals, Cologne, just recently, and the final was like 7 hours long. It was a best of 5, and at the end of that, my eyes were like red, like really red. Like I took a, you know, a good way to describe it is like I took a rip of a bong, that kind of red. So that's why I'm doing the breaks again. But we'll see, because I probably may have to take a break, like an hour in. We'll see, we'll see. But I won't be looking at the screen because I could just hear it, right? I still don't understand what's going on though. Here. Go here. If we take the Ryuki path, Mizuki in the present, 6 years ago. I don't understand though, because Mizuki, why is Mizuki looking like future Mizuki, right? I don't get it. I guess that's where the masked woman comes in. Maybe we play as maybe it's the masked woman doing this the 6 years ago, and then it's Mizuki in the present, like the young Mizuki. I don't fucking know. This is all happening. Is it all happening 6 years ago? It's weird though. I don't fucking know. Let's just continue on. This is just. Can I see it? Or do I just go back? Alright, well, you just go back. Yeah, I just don't understand. Yeah.
Anyway, that's just my genius analysis.
Yeah, didn't really, you know, there's still, you know, there's a lot of questions to be had though.
But I know what you're gonna say.
Alright, here we go, Mizuki, right?
There's still tons of things that can't be explained, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
Especially, who killed Uru and Tokiko?
No, how about Mizuki? How is Mizuki, older Mizuki, 6 years in the past?
Jin, Chikara, Komeiji. It was Terror, Uru, who sliced these 3 in half.
Who the hell is Uru the offspring? I'm confused. I thought it was Jin. And Uru was like, they kidnapped Uru, right? And then Uru was, alright, Uru is Terror. Alright, okay, maybe that was a, you know, I forgot about that. That makes sense. Jin was the offspring, right?
But then Uru was killed in the present, February 10th.
Okay, okay, Uru got, but Jin is Terror.
Tokiko's body was found after that.
There's 2 Terrors.
So who killed Uru and Tokiko?
I don't know. Is it Mizuki?
Well, I'm sure this mess will
Is it
be
Jin?
cleared up soon.
Jin's dead.
By Mizuki, her friend, and by you, Freya.
Don't call me that.
So anyway, good luck with the rest of your investigation. I'll be cheering you on.
Why? What's with the voice? Why did Mama win with that voice? Oh. The divinations.
Huh? Who was I just talking to?
All right. Okay, that was a bit crazy.
Maybe I've had a bit too much to drink.
Oh, maybe not.
It's awfully cold tonight.
I don't know. Fuck it. The divinations came in at like the last moment, right? Alright, Friday the 15th. I don't know. Wait, we've seen this scene before. She fell. Nope. Never mind. The mask is off. I'm so confused. Confused.com, man. What's...
Hey, about Kizzy. Are you sure she's okay?
This is the big sis, right?
Don't worry. I made sure she's fine.
Kisuna went missing. Last night around 8 o'clock, Richie Chieda contacted me. Ivan and I started our search for Kizzy. After a while, I got a call on my phone. Yeah, Tara, right? It was from her. She told me to meet here at Iowa. Huh? So, what was that segment with Tara and Tokiko? What was going on?
That makes us sisters? We're not the same age, but we're like identical twins.
Okay.
We have almost the same genes. That's crazy.
Alright, bring the mic closer. Bring the mic closer. Blink my eyes.
I'm a copy of you. Don't say it
Don't let
like
the dry
that.
eyes.
But I'm your clone, right? Technically, yes.
I'm assuming this is the same voice actor, right?
Our DNA isn't exactly the same. My genome was rearranged. Your DNA was modified on top of that, which is why you don't have the symptoms I have.
So I was like the second generation.
Basically, you're an upgrade. The perfect version of me. Don't say it like that. Yeah, the same as me. When I was 6, you were born at Horadori Institute and sent here.
I'm still confused though.
I'm guessing they thought it was too difficult to raise you at the Institute. I remember the day you arrived like it was yesterday. You were still a baby. But the moment I saw you, I got this feeling. I started bawling my eyes out. The people at the facility didn't know we were related. Makes sense. They were told we were from 2 different places.
Yeah, even though we looked exactly the same. Even though we got the same colored hair, maybe?
But we're both named Mizuki, and we looked really similar.
Wait, is her name Mizuki?
So to make it easier, everyone started calling me Big Sis.
Alright, there we go. That's one question solved. She is Big Sis that Kizzy
They
referred
called
to.
you Mizuki.
Alright. Why are you hiding your identity?
If I revealed myself to you, you would want to know everything. In one way or another, you'd find out. You'd find out that your genes were spliced. That your real parents aren't Renju and Shoko.
Yeah, that's a bit crazy, isn't it?
I didn't want you to end up like me. I wanted you to live a normal life. As normal as possible anyway. Get a normal job, a normal husband, get married, start a family, live happily ever after. A life like that. But if I showed up, I would ruin all that. That's what I thought, at least. I see. But why didn't you tell me 7 years ago in November? I was already well on my way to an abnormal life at that point. Maybe that's true. It's like I told you. I want to know who did this to me. I know that Chikara was the mastermind, but I want solid proof. That's why I was investigating him and his institute. But then, out of the blue, he gets killed. That's why I started following the HB case.
Oh, I've asked her what happened back then. She told me the deals what happened on the 12th and the 14th. The 12th? Alright. So, whoa. She played as Mizuki 6 years in the past then, right? 14th. It must be right, yeah, here we go. She didn't... What? I'm so fucking confused though.
What seen and heard cannot be shared with anyone. If you do, I will kill her. I have an abundant amount of money. Even if I were to die, the assassins I've hired would still find her.
I see. That's why you didn't talk about what happened 6 years ago. But I think it's okay to start talking now. Why? I was able to freeze all of Terror's hidden accounts. We don't need to worry about any assassins anymore. I bet you don't remember anything from February 6 years ago, do you?
I do not. My body was destroyed in the explosion at the cathedral. The Abyss communication network was also offline. So there was no backup taken.
They took me to Horadori Institute.
No, I'm still
every so
confused.
often for examinations.
Did this person... Is she... The Big Sis, Is she a Abyss member? I don't...
Well,
I'm so confused.
say
That's the only logical
examinations.
explanation, right? And
I
she
mean
explained
human
everything.
Experiments. I don't think you remember, but they did terrible things. I remember getting shots with needles as big as boba straws.
That's a weird comparison because Boba's just like suddenly popular now.
My time with Horadori
Weird
Institute
comparison.
ended when I was 9 and you were 3.
I'm more like I never heard of that comparison or analogy before, right?
It shut down and we were finally free. That's about the time you were adopted by the Okiura family. But me? Well, I told you about me, right? You were blind in one eye and had a heart condition. Right. So it was hard to find a family who would take me. Ultimately, it was Mr. Chieda, the chairman. So when you were 9, you were adopted by the Chiedas. I spent the next 6 years there. Up until I was 15, I lived under the same roof as Kizuna. I see. That's why she called me Big Sis. You said something about an eccentric woman? Yeah, I was adopted by her. Do you mean...
Oh my god, don't tell me his boss. Because... no fucking wonder.
Shizue Kuranushi. Boss.
Oh my god.
Which is why my name is Mizuki Kuranushi now. You think that sounds kinda lame, huh? No, it's not that.
Why did boss adopted you?
You know how we're stronger than everybody else? Maybe she thought I'd come in handy. So she wanted to make you work for her. I don't know if that's the truth, but that's what she told me. Boss taught me how to fight. After she adopted me, she trained me hard every day. 6 years ago, when I was 18, I was hired as a top-secret member of Abyss.
Yeah, there we go.
Boss wanted someone who she could rely on. Someone who would never betray her. She trusted me to handle the most sensitive situations. Basically, I'm like a ninja. Well, a kunoichi. Which is why my existence at Abyss had been hidden. The only people who know are Boss, Pewter, and Ryuki. Ryuki? Why?
Wait, hold on. Poor Ryuki, he's probably like... Does he even know that he's turned to like... he's like such a mess now. He probably still thinks that Mizuki's like the boss's kid. All we know.
I wonder... By the way, I'm curious. Why were we given the same name? I don't know. Maybe they didn't really care about the name. But wouldn't that make it harder to tell us apart at the Institute? I don't think they had any trouble. We had code names at Horadori Institute. I was Mouse, and you were Rabbit. And you remember what they called us at Iowan, right? You were Big Sis, and I was Mizuki. Yeah. Is that what I called you? No. You were still little. You couldn't talk much. You just called me Bibi. Bibi? Yeah. Bibi, huh? Anyway, we've already spent enough time here. We shouldn't be wasting time like this. Good point. There's still tons we don't know about the HB case. Follow me. I want to show you something. Huh? What is it? Oh, no. It's nothing.
I'm still confused though. Does that mean that... Is that why Aiba was like, she's on a big mission? Oh, I'm so confused. But she... Yeah, I get it. I get it.
Let's
okay.
go, Bibi.
I get it. I get it. Because her name is still Mizuki. Yeah. And that's why Aiba's on that secret mission. Yeah, I got you. Alright, what's happened here? Oh.
Ah! What the fuck? This is information overload. My brains are gonna flow out of my ears. Jeez, just relax.
UB.
I can't just relax. What is this corpse doing here? And why are Kizzy and Leon here? Oh, and most importantly, who the hell is this?
What, isn't it obvious?
Is Ade.
Wait, you're that stupid porno mag collecting old man.
No.
Yes.
Why are you dressed like that? Where is Genny? What are you doing here? And one last thing. Where have you been the past 6 years? Why didn't you try to contact me?
All right, there we go. There's the yeah, I was wondering, right? I was like, why is everyone making it seem like that Daddy didn't die 6 years ago, right? It makes sense. The DNA, you know, the biggest twist, huh?
I'm sorry, Mizuki.
Okay, I'm growing old, man. Everything's coming out here. What to Gen? Like actual Gen? Did they die? Is that the real root? I don't think so. Oh god, do we have?
Okay, I think I kind of get it. 6 years ago, Date lost his memory when the ceiling collapsed on him.
Yeah, that's true.
Then he got captured by terror, but managed to escape.
And he's been wandering the Earth for the past 6 years.
5 days ago, on the 10th, he heard the news about Jin's body being found.
Yeah, everyone's getting their money's worth with this script.
And finally got his memory back.
That's right.
Alright, what's the trivia? My voice reaches Daddy's brain right now. That's because there's a reception device in his left eye socket, yeah? You can mute me by turning it off, but that's a real hassle, so it's on. This is the same for Mizuki, Kuranushi. She hears my voice. Mizuki Kuranushi. Kind of long, so I'll call her BB. Table. Alright, why Daddy's like... Alright. Why are you pretending?
I know that Horodori Institute and Nyes are both caught up in the HB case. Gen was created at the Institute, and he was acquaintances with Tokiko. So, by borrowing his mask, I could snoop on Tokiko and other members of Horodori Institute.
But why do you still look like that here?
Horodori Institute and Nyes people come here all the time. Imitating Gen makes it easier to eavesdrop on them.
Alright, well...
I'm gonna be honest, this has gotten way out of hand. I can't do this on my own. We need to work together to stop their plan.
Their plan?
Yeah, their nirvanA initiative.
Who's they?
So first, I contacted Mizuki Kuranushi.
Date and I met 6 years ago. He knew how to get a hold of me.
But why? I don't understand what's going on.
I shared everything I had, then told her to find you, Mizuki.
Okay.
To help stop them?
Basically.
But why is she in the same attire? Tell me that.
Let's talk about it later. Trust me, if I explain it now, it'll only confuse you. What? Do you have more insults to hurl at me for missing 6 years of your life?
No, it's not that. Maybe she just wanted to hear you say, Mizuki, you've grown so much, or something emotional like that. No, not that either.
Ah, right. For you, it's been 6 years. For me, it's different. I've been back for 4 days dressed like this. I've been watching you guys the whole time, so I don't really have anything sappy to say.
I told you, it's not that!
I'm home. Welcome back. Is that what you wanted to hear?
All right, okay. Let me try this again. Mizuki, I'm home.
Welcome back, Date. But that's not what I wanted to say. I threw away all your porno mags.
Oh, damn. Look curling. The stupid perverted porno mag collecting old man, also my adopted father. Ugh. Alright. BB, what we got?
BB? What? Oh, nothing. I just wanted to call you by that name. I don't know. Not here.
It's fine, I know where he is. Don't you have an idea too?
No, I don't.
Last night, Date called me out of the blue. He told me about the corpse. And how he was pretending to be Genny. And everything else he knew.
Yeah, I get it, but why? I still don't understand. Because, correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't BB using Mizuki's voice? Like, sounded like Mizuki, right? I don't know.
I suppose Big Sis has already told you everything. Big Sis and I lived in the same home for 6 years. But I never thought my Big Sis was my Big Sis's Big Sis.
So confusing.
Yeah, that is so confusing.
Anyway, Mizuki Date, I will call you Little Big Sis from now on.
Little Big Sis.
And you, Mizuki Kuranushi, I will call you Big Big Sis.
Still, just as confusing.
Oh. Mizuki's BB's clone. Daddy already knows this. BB told him. But Kizuna and Leon don't know this yet. They think they're just sisters. Alright. genetically modified. You okay?
It is snowing outside, but do not worry about
Yeah,
us.
wait, is she kidnapped?
My heart is burning strong.
I'm so confused. I heard you went missing,
I'm a
yeah.
little embarrassed to admit this, but Leon and I plan to elope.
What?
May I ask why?
Kizzy's father won't accept me.
He threatened to send Leon to prison if he continued to see me.
And that's when I suggested that we run off together.
And I agreed.
So you two...
Yeah. They're both on the run for love.
But we don't know exactly where we want to go yet.
Tommy,
Right. We need some more time to think about it.
you tell
I
Vici?
have told him that I am safe and sound.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you weren't kidnapped.
I am so sorry that I worried you.
Yeah. I'm sorry about all this, you guys.
Can I see the flowchart again? I'm so confused. Alright, I understand a bit. I just gotta be... Oh, whoa, okay. Okay, so the main path has been... Yeah, looking like this. Which makes sense. The Mizuki of 6 years, yeah. And then, yeah. This was present day? Like, she got shocked? I don't understand. Like, present, no, but this is present day Mizuki. Wait, I'm so... No. God damn it. Why didn't... Okay. The twist, that... I guess that is one of the big twists, right? Alright, fair play, Uchikoshi, I would say.
I've known her for a long time.
Yeah, that makes sense.
She's a former coworker from back when I was doing bad stuff. Back then, I used to call her Quartz.
Hey, don't just blurt that out!
Mizuki's name comes from crystal. The kanji for crystal can be read as Mizuki.
Crystals are the solid form of silicon dioxide, a mineral, most often recognized as quartz.
Wait, so you were in a Thieves Guild, BB? The snow isn't letting up. Don't change the subject.
Why do you ask?
No reason.
It is currently 4:25 a.m. Daybreak is close.
I told you that we wanted to run away together.
And I wanted to be with Leon.
I got a call from my old pal Date.
I asked him to unlock something for me.
Are you talking about the freezer?
No, I got that open on the 13th.
It was a different lock this time.
Anyway, that is when we met with Date and the woman he was with.
The woman? I was there too.
Who's he with? What is going on? Alright, fess up. Who's this woman?
I'll ask again. What's the deal with the corpse?
Alright, never mind. We'll go
Why
through
is it
this
in the
one.
freezer?
It's better that you see for yourself.
Let me just show you.
Another corpse?
No, not one more.
Not one at all.
It's half.
Yeah, it's ooh. What is it? Another corpse? Where we going? Nice Japan branch? Where we going? Did we do this? Was this Mizuki in the past or the present who did this?
So, you finished reading the file.
Yeah.
Which Mizuki did this?
Now do you understand? Now you know whose left half is in the freezer. Jin Furue.
Is it?
That's what he really looks like.
And this body?
Oh, no,
Uru
my.
Somizuki. Terror.
Okay.
He murdered 3 people 6 years ago. Jin, Chikara, and Andy's Kameji.
Okay, I get why that body in the freezer must be Jin's, because Jin's right half was in the stadium. Was that correct? Is that correct? No, that's his left half. It was Uru's. Or whatever. It's somewhere around that line, right? Go on, box.
What's this? There's some kind of device in there.
It appears to be a jet-like nozzle device. The box appears to have...
Who's right half? This is right half? I'm so confused right now. Right half? You mean his left half? No, it is his right half. I've gone crazy. When did you get
Only a
here?
few hours ago, around 1 a.m.
I asked Leon to open the door to the staircase.
So the lock you mentioned earlier...
That's right. The lock to the staircase door.
That's when I asked them about their plans to run away together.
Then the four of us headed down the stairs.
Alright, okay. No, it was an alternative timeline, right?
Leon carried Kizuna down.
And that's when we found the corpse on the ritual platform.
Okay, okay. So this is just the first time. Different timeline.
I can't really say anything more than what's in the file. Uru Somizuki. He's the child that was kidnapped from Iowan when he was 6.
Okay. Yeah, this guy's Uru.
It
Yeah.
was Chikara and Tokiko who took him.
Yeah, this is
They
Uru.
wanted to make him Jin Furue's donor.
So for over a decade, they did surgery after surgery, giving more and more of Uru to Jin. Half of his face, too.
Yes.
The skin he lost was replaced by an artificial skin made of carbon chitin. Half his face was transplanted onto Jin's as well.
Right. And it was only half because Jin had a percent-shaped birthmark on the left side of his face.
A holy symbol for the Order of Percent. It was considered sacred.
Okay, this is where I keep getting confused. This
And
is
Chikara,
it's
being
getting
a
it's getting
devoted
cleared up
follower,
now.
couldn't get himself to rip that skin off.
Which is why the left half of Jin's face was left untouched.
And after all those transplants, Jin's body ended up being cut in half.
6 years later, February of this year, Uru's body was cut in half.
Getting confused. This is their left half.
So
Yeah.
what was discovered was Jin's right half and Uru's left half.
Yeah.
Jin and Uru are essentially mirror images of one another.
So when the police were identifying Uru's body, they got their DNA sample to compare against from Jin's organs.
And because those were originally taken from Uru, it naturally follows that they match.
So that's why...
Yeah, so it's who is it? It's who's the fucking killer again? I'm so confused now. Who's the killer? This is Jin, right? Jin Furue. Wait, what? Who's the killer? This is Jin's. I'm so what?
That is the mistake that caused investigators to believe that they were the same person.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on.
I wanted to ask Shoma about the genetic experiments, so I visited him.
I looked like Gen, so it didn't raise any concerns.
He told me a lot.
About his body and his older sister. And about the hidden safe.
Wait,
We said? That's what it came for?
Shoma has an older sister?
Come on, mate.
Yeah,
You know her well.
Kizuna and Iris's friend.
A mermaid at Sunfish Pocket.
A Mame Doi.
Really?
The nice bony hips, according to Dade. Yeah, I'm so confused. Who's alive? Is Jin? Who's the killer? Uru? No. Uru? No, it's Jen. But Uru has the face. Uru has the posh boy look, right? And he had the... Whilst Jin had the percentage mark, right?
I don't need to explain it. You should already know.
Jin Furue, the child of Tokiko and Chikara.
This guy's Jin,
He
alright.
was born with a rare and complicated disease.
On his right side.
It caused inoperable tumors to grow in the right half of his body.
Yes.
Jin might have had it worst of all. He got his first transplant when he was really young. I don't think he wanted to take organs from Uru. Remember what it said in Uru's diary? He said he wanted to apologize. I think he is referring to Jin. So you think the transplant was done against Jin's will? I'm not positive, but that's just the feeling I get. They're not going far away, are they?
They should be fine. They said they were gonna think hard about where to go. That outfit was so hard to move in, with the wireframe and all the stuffing.
Baboon pervert. Alright, Baron pervert. The girl must have been this. What else? Visual plan film? Well, where are we going? Oh, Mom, BB? How do you find
I
that?
used Marco's X-ray function. Marco? The name of my AI ball in my left eye.
Marco?
He's pretty shy. He doesn't talk much.
That's the first. We got a Marco guy.
Unlike someone else I know.
Excuse me, are you talking about me?
Iva.
Mm-hmm. I know Iba really well. We were partners 6 years ago.
Makes sense.
When I was hired at Abyss, I was supposed to get Marco transplanted into my left eye. But he wasn't finished yet. So instead, I got Iba.
But Iba and Date.
Yeah, Iba and Date were kind of fighting at the time. And I needed to see if I was compatible with an AI ball at all, so...
That was the secret mission,
I
yes.
see. I apologize. I do not remember anything from back then.
But apparently Ibo got hit in the cathedral because Dade uses the eye again.
Because of the explosion, right?
Yes.
It's kind of sad. I made so many memories with you, Iba.
Don't worry, we got it on footage in this
I'm
timeline.
wondering, 6 years ago, why did Uru cut the bodies in half? That was for the nirvanA initiative, right?
Yeah, but what does that have to do with the plan? And speaking of, is the nirvanA initiative still happening? I mean, after all, Terror's dead.
Right. The mastermind is dead. But you saw it. On the night of the 13th, on the rooftop of Misatan.
Another Terror.
That was Terror. It was definitely Uru's voice.
I don't know about that.
But Uru should have been dead.
Perhaps his voice was recorded.
Either way, the rehearsal happened even after Terror died. Which means...
the main event will likely still happen as well.
Yeah, it's safe to assume it will proceed as planned.
But I still don't understand the full scope of the nirvanA initiative.
When? Where? How? We are completely in the dark.
Why don't you ask the culprit?
Yeah, good idea. Hey, Uru, what's up with your plan, you asshole?
No, that's not what I meant. There are other culprits. Whoever killed Uru and Tokiko.
Is one of them going to be Amame?
You believe they might know something about the nirvanA initiative?
Must be, right?
I don't know for sure, but they at least might have some clues.
Whoever killed Uru and Tokiko.
We don't have enough information yet. Looks like we're gonna need some extra help.
Help?
Over here. Come with me.
Oh, what's
There's
that?
nothing over here.
You would think that, right? But check this out.
Open sesame!
Marco, please.
Thanks, Marco.
What is this?
As you can see, it's a hidden passage.
But why is it here?
Let's get moving.
Yeah, at least, yeah, it's confirmed Terra's dead. Both Chin and Uru is dead. Oh.
What?
Oh boy, stop the presses. Stop the presses. This happened 6 years ago. Oh, how long it was? 6 years ago. Wow, they are actually replicated. Yeah, no wonder we're not coming back through that elevator,
What
right?
does this mean?
It means exactly what you see.
There are 2 cathedrals?
It's Zero Time Dilemma all over again.
That's right.
Mizuki, look.
Oh shit, is that
Ryuki.
Mr. Sulky?
I'm here too.
Oh shit, Tama's alive.
Tama.
How is Ryuki doing?
Terrible. It was a bad idea to show him this place. He's been like this for hours.
Time to confront him.
He appears to at least be breathing.
He might not be if there was rope and a branch in here. This has been eating at Ryuki for the past 6 years. He regretted what he did and blamed himself. He betrayed Date and shot Mizuki Kuranushi with stun bullets. And what happened to Mizuki, Date, and Kizuna on top of that? Yeah, Terra detonated the bomb, but it was Ryuki who told Date about this place. If he never did, Kizuna and Mizuki wouldn't have been hurt. That's what's been plaguing him. He started drinking, which made the whole thing worse.
I don't care if he feels bad about it. I still don't forgive him.
Makes sense. Why? Yeah, she beating him up
Easy.
at the amusement park.
He had his reasons.
I also implemented a self-destruct program. If I activate it, she'll be lost forever.
Alright, what about the self-destruction program?
I was overhauled completely during maintenance a few years back, and that function was deleted. That's when Ryuki opened up about what happened.
Why didn't you share this earlier?
I couldn't. Ryuki betrayed Abyss. He did something you can't come back from. I couldn't let anyone find out.
So you protected him.
It's the same reason I didn't upload the investigation data from 6 years ago. I made an oath. No matter what, I will protect Ryuki.
But Ryuki himself could have informed us sooner.
You should know why he didn't do that. Why he gave in to Terra's demands.
He wanted to protect his loved ones.
Wouldn't you do the same?
I heard. So she eloped, huh? It had nothing to do with the video. It was just Ryuki's active imagination. Date called me.
Yeah. I told him to head over to the other cathedral.
Does that mean he saw Uru's corpse in Tokiko's file?
He did. Yep. And then he came here through the hidden passage.
Alright, BB?
Do you hate Ryuki? Of course I do. I want to shove a pipe in his mouth and stir up his organs. 6 years ago, he... It made my heart condition worse.
Alright.
It affected my work. I can't investigate properly if I have to go to the hospital all the time. But when I heard you recently joined Abyss, I shadowed you. And February 10th, when you went to the stadium, I got there before you and found the corpse. At the time, I had no clue it was Uru's left half, but I knew it had to do with the HB case from 6 years ago. I told you before that the one thing I wanted was for you to live a normal life. I couldn't let you get caught up in this case. I had to stop you. That's why...
I see. You shot at Mizuki to dissuade her from finding the corpse.
Seems a little pissed. What now? With the daddy? Alright. It's kind of hidden over my microphone there. 2 cathedrals?
Marco, can you send Iba the data?
Got it. Opening it.
Damn, Marco doesn't have a cool...
cross-section of the 2 cathedrals.
Oh, damn, here it is. West. East. So this is the east one.
You get it now? There's one on the east and one on the west.
They literally did pull a zero-time dilemma.
Terror blew up the west one.
Oh, you blew up the west one? Okay.
This one, right here.
Which happens to be the same side Ryuki met Terror.
Okay, I thought...
He called his execution chamber.
Whoops. I thought...
On the east side was Uru's corpse and Tokiko's file.
And that mysterious box.
The one connected to the Nyes building is the east one. You can take the elevator up to the president's office.
Yeah. How about Ryuki? Still soaking over there?
Ryuki, you made a mistake. But lying around here in all your misery isn't gonna fix anything.
Yeah, didn't this guy go crazy at one point?
If you really regret what you did, solve this case. That's the only way to atone. Ryuki, I remember one night we went out drinking. You told me about your little brother. You always talk about him when you drink. You made him a promise, right? He said, I'll become a hero of justice. If I've fallen, I just need to get back up again. You used to say it all the time. It doesn't matter how many times you fall. As long as you have a body to do it, you climb back up again. Come on, Ryuki. Climb above the debris. It doesn't matter if you're pitiful. It doesn't matter if you show vulnerability. You struggle, you crawl, and you make it back to the top. That's what we do. That's what makes us human.
Mr. Date. Everyone.
At the watch.
Ryuki, now's not the time to cry. Come climb up here.
You mean...
Don't get me wrong. I'll only forgive you after we solve this case. So...
Okay.
How about his mental health? What happened? We're gonna like dissuade that? We're gonna dismiss that? Dissuade? What is dissuade? I wanna... Alright, we all shared information. Abatama and... What's this? Marco? They spell Marco. Maruko. I'm guessing that's how you say in Japanese. Shared everything on the local network. Daddy received everything as well via the device implanted in his eye socket. Anything that was recorded electronically, we shared verbally. Everything from 6 years ago, everything from this year. All the information, including Somnia, from top to bottom.
So, the first thing on the agenda is stopping the nirvanA initiative.
When? Where? How? We don't know anything about it.
Hmm? We should know everything except where. Tama shared all her data, right?
I did receive the information.
I didn't give it a close look. Ryuki, can you tell us more about the nirvanA initiative?
Yeah, I'll explain everything in order. First, Terror, Uru, created a video.
Alright.
Uru created 3 videos. QR video, nirvanA trial, and nirvanA X. The QR video was the first.
The QR code on the signboard in Jin's body. That was a link to the video, right?
Right. So it was first made public 6 years ago, on February 10th. The motive was...
Merely a small part of my plan. It's the prototype.
There were stories about people who went missing after watching the video, but...
It's just an urban legend.
It was actually the second video that caused people to go missing. The nirvanA trial. It was uploaded on February 9th.
Back when Uru was still alive.
But what for?
I think it was a beta version of nirvanA X, the third video, for testing purposes for the main event.
Testing what?
There was a code, like BATS 490 in the nirvanA trial video. That code led to the Eastern Cathedral. The coordinates led to the staircase.
Yeah, but that door has tons of locks.
Right, but the staircase had another code. By solving that, you could collect the numerous keys located all over the city. And those who did solve everything would be able to unlock the door to the Eastern Cathedral. Did you notice the box? Inside was a device that shot TC Purge. If you open the box, it triggers.
When it enters the brain, it can even overwrite the DNA structure inside neurons. It can make you see things, make you dance. It makes you do weird things over and over.
And it spreads in the air. If this virus gets out somehow, the human race is in for a rough trip. Can you picture it? The whole world going crazy. People everywhere doing unpredictable things. Crazy things. Over and over.
I'll be honest. I contracted TC Purge because I opened the box.
Did he win?
But it's okay. Ryuki has developed a resistance to it. And he can't spread it either. Having said that, TC Purge is still a problem.
Okay, maybe that's why he's like fucking gone off rails.
Before the body develops a resistance, it can spread. Not to mention the neurons that are damaged can't be repaired.
That's why Ryuki was acting weird.
Is that what it looked like? When I was infected with TC Purge, my symptoms got worse.
Alright, that's why he's like stopping in time, right?
Disorientation, short-term memory loss, hallucinations.
He's been seeing hallucinations for 6 years now. The mental trauma of what happened to his brother.
Anyway, those who solved the code and opened the box contracted TC Purge. And as a result, they started acting strangely.
And now, there are people dancing and rioting in the streets. And a lot of suicides.
I see. These people would have no motivation to return home.
That's why so many people went missing.
In other words, Uru's experiments were a success. He's dead now, but his plan is still alive.
I'm guessing his lackeys are carrying out the plan now. to raise the curtain on the main event.
I think I know what they're gonna do. They're gonna shoot the rocket somewhere.
With TC Purge on the warhead.
The rocket will explode.
And the virus will spread?
Yeah.
Most likely, yes.
Tons of people will get infected with TC Purge.
It will grow in their bodies.
And inevitably spread.
From one person to another.
If we do things that are beyond the comprehension of the designer, simultaneously, all around the world, bugs will start appearing everywhere.
This will lead all mankind to reach moksha, an emancipation from this fictional world.
That is the nirvanA initiative.
Even if this nirvanA thing turns out to be bullshit, the virus itself is a problem.
Right. I don't know if it will really cause glitches to appear or anything, but it'll be mass hysteria.
There is already an uptick in suicides.
The final video, nirvanA X, is already public.
There's a 7-digit number, which is probably a time and a date.
February 15th, 12 o'clock.
Noon, today.
Aiba, what time is it now?
7:55 a.m.
We barely have 4 hours left.
Well...
We don't know.
My guess is the other letters that were in the video are some kind of code too. Maybe they point to a location.
No. I converted the letters to numbers and checked the coordinates.
It's an area in the Pacific Ocean. No land around. I don't think those coordinates are where the plan is happening.
Then where could it be?
Oh, I remember something BB said earlier. The culprit who killed Uru and Tokiko. Maybe they have a clue.
Right.
Well, in that case, there is one person. I don't know if they're the culprit, but they might have some valuable information.
It's a mama, right?
I didn't know where to find them before, but I've got a good idea now. That person, she's probably with Shoma.
Yep. Oh damn! Everyone's going in. Daddy's car. Yuki's limo.
I understand. I'll tell you the truth.
I'm still a bit, what was I gonna say? So, let me get this straight, right? So, Uru was Terra, right? And and it should be, he should have Jin Furei's right half and his left half, right? Wait, no, never mind. No, never mind. Okay, I got it now. He should have Jin's left half. Is in? What the fuck am I on about?
Big sis!
Why can't I just like get my head around that?
Amame.
The corpse in the freezer at Brahmin. I'm the reason it's there. It's my
Okay, yeah, we heard that before.
6 years ago, shown only my father and have a corpse.
It's hidden in the floor, yeah. Once again, yeah, we've heard this story before.
Genny didn't do anything wrong. I asked him to do it. And Shoma has nothing to do with this. He just found out too.
Mame, that's not what we're here to ask.
We're looking for the person who killed Terror and Tokiko.
What? Terror is dead?
We didn't have time to explain everything. We just told them that Terror's identity and the nirvanA initiative as quickly as we could.
You can tell us more about what you know at the station.
Amame, will you come with us?
No, no!
Whoa.
I don't care what you say. You can't take Big Sis away.
I agree with Shoma. I don't want you taking Amame away.
What's the problem? We just want to talk.
Wait, Amame, did you kill Terror and Tokiko?
That's what I was thinking.
What are you saying?
Amame didn't kill anyone.
Makes sense in her Sominum. See, that makes sense. I just got that from Amame Somium, right? That's a bit crazy, ain't it? That's a bit wild.
Mame, you know something important, don't you? Something about the nirvanA Initiative and Terror. Maybe something about Tokiko. That's what we're here to find out.
Oh shit, we're going. Okay, wait. So Uru and no, mind. I'll just think in my head still.
I know this is a touchy subject, so let me say it. Terror killed Komeiji, your father. It stands to reason that you absolutely despise Terror.
Are you saying she killed him?
That's ridiculous!
Ryuki looked into Tokiko's head. 3 days ago, on February 12th, he saw Tokiko threatening someone.
I saw everything. If you don't do as I say, I'm sure you know where this is going.
Could Tokiko have been threatening you, Amame?
Wait, what was that? I just didn't hear that. Ryuki looked into Tokiko's head. Saw Tokiko threaten someone. Alright, okay, actually, yeah. I recall that.
5 days ago, on February 10th, did you meet with Tokiko? We don't have hard evidence, but a witness saw you.
Anyway, Mame headed into Horadori Institute by herself. I saw another person follow her in right after. It was Tokiko. Tokiko Shigure, president of NICE Japan.
6 years ago, on February 13th, you saw Terror, didn't you, Mame? At Studio Devita?
What happened back then? What did he say? You still haven't told us. I looked into her head yesterday, but there was nothing on what happened at Devita.
Yesterday? Was this guy still...
But in the Somnium,
no, man.
Mame said...
nirvanA. Collected. Genocide.
Which would mean you know something about the nirvanA Initiative.
Sorry. I can't let you do that. Date.
Oops, skipping way too fast. Came in to protect.
If only you didn't find the body in the freezer.
Again, she can't be prosecuted for that crime.
The statute of limitations for abandoning a corpse is 3 years.
Is it?
She can't get arrested for hiding the corpse 6 years ago.
But I just can't let you.
Again, you're not making any sense.
Hold on. Are you hiding something?
You kill her? Did you kill her?
Amame accepted every part of me.
She
saw me for who I was. It wasn't out of pity or sympathy.
Heard this line.
Accepting me came. I've never met, and I need to care for her the way she's cared for me. I promise to protect Amame, so I can't let you.
Kenny. That's all the more reason then.
If you really have those feelings for her.
If we do nothing, Terror will accomplish his mission.
A terrible virus is going to spread.
The world will devolve into chaos. No one will be safe.
Not even Amame.
No.
So you need to help us.
We need Mame's information to stop this plan.
Amame must know something.
Are you okay with ruining her future?
Don't you want to protect her?
Then please.
I won't let you. She's my sister.
We're not here for that.
But I have a bad feeling.
A bad feeling?
If she's not guilty of anything, then that's all the more reason you can't take her. I'm not gonna let anyone drag her away. I already lost my dad. If you take Big Sis, When I was in 1st grade, Big Sis gave me a radio-controlled toy. That's how I got into building things. She took me to robot expos and bought me books and parts. And she's working hard to save money to send me to college. These last 6 years have been hell. It was hard and painful. Sometimes I wanted to die, but she's always cheered me up and supported me.
During all of the gene therapy.
Big Sis always protected me. Now it's my turn to protect her. She's more important to me than my own life. So, if you're gonna take her, you're gonna have to kill me first!
Shoma.
Do you hate Terror, the man who killed your father? Terror's plan is still ongoing. The nirvanA initiative, it's going to bring Nai's madness to the whole world. We need to talk to Mame in order to stop it. Do you want Terror to win? Don't you want to stop his plan? Destroy his ambitions? Isn't that the only way to get closure for your father's death? If you resent Terror, if you want revenge, please, we need your help, Shoma. You finished that robot, right?
You named it Robo-G, huh?
Yeah, it's the second one, like a second child, so I named him Robo-G. He's much more powerful than before. It can hold so much more weight than the previous model. Wait a minute, who cares? Could you people just leave?
We don't have much time. We need to do something about Shoma and Genny.
Did you get rid of the Cleone in the fridge?
No.
This guy who doesn't put the toilet seat down. He's a menace. He's a menace to society.
The TC Purge? I told you already. I've developed a resistance to it.
Yeah, but isn't his like neurons gone or
But
something?
your brain's neurons were still affected, right?
Yeah, but those symptoms are being held in check with some special medicine.
Alright.
It's not mass-produced, so we can't give it to too many people, if that's what you're thinking.
Oh, what am I doing, BB? Well, I'm doing. What? Yeah, why we're still like standing here? The weird plush. Had a rooster. X-ray.
No way.
A thermite bomb.
What?
Oh boy, is Amame the culprit? That's crazy.
You're right.
It sure is.
That little... Hey, Shoma, what is this?
Shoma the culprit? I don't think so.
It's a bomb. A thermite bomb.
Hey, Shoma, what's this? Yeah, it's a bomb, you know.
I know that.
Then why did you ask?
Why is it here?
I made it.
You made it?
You made it?
Thermite reactions are pretty simple. You can make one easily using common products.
But why did you make it?
Amame is actually the culprit?
To get revenge for my dad.
Oh shit.
I wanted to get Terror.
You were going to use this on him?
Yeah, but I guess it has no use now. Terror is dead, right?
God damn it. You just made the situation so much worse.
Let's decide what to do about that later.
Right. There is a more pressing issue.
Well, I had to find the thermite bombs. What now?
What are we going to do?
The two of them aren't going to budge.
I really don't want to do this, but if we have to use force...
No, you can't do this.
Yeah, I won't let you take Big Sis.
Genny. Shoma. That's enough.
Amame.
Big Sis.
It's okay. I'll come back right away. Promise.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
You promise?
I promise.
Now, Mame.
Let's go.
Well, we're going to sync. Alright, we're syncing. Alright, I'll play it. I'll continue on playing. This has got auto on, but I'm just gonna take a little breathe outside the room.
Is Ryuki gonna be okay? We left him there. Well, we had to.
We couldn't just leave the bomb unattended.
So you left Ryuki to keep an eye on things.
The bomb squad should be headed to Shoma's house right now.
It's quite a shock, though.
Amame was the one who killed Uru and Tokiko.
I never said that.
But she's suspicious as all hell, isn't she?
Regardless of how suspicious she is, she should know something about the nirvanA initiative.
When Ryuki synced into her yesterday, he didn't find anything.
Do not worry. I received the Somnium data from Tama. Because we are returning for a second time, we should be able to go deeper than we did previously.
All right, we're ready to go.
Start it up.
Alright, so I just heard from Iba that since we could go a bit more deeper since this is our second time going in, right?
I'm sure you already know this, but the time limit inside Somnium is...
Oh my god, alright already.
Okay, okay.
Alright, I missed it.
Let's begin.
I missed such a crucial line in the story. It would have been funny.